The notification came at 11:47 p.m. Emergency surrender. Owner passed away. Cat needs immediate placement or he goes to county tomorrow. She stared at the photo. A magnificent brown tabby, 26 weeks old, long, fluffy fur, golden eyes staring directly at the camera. Something about those eyes wouldn't let her look away. The rescue coordinator's message was blunt. This one's different. He was with his owner since birth. The man died 3 days ago. Family found Neron sitting on his owner's chest, wouldn't leave. They finally got him into a carrier, but he hasn't eaten since. If someone doesn't take him tonight, county picks him up at 8 a.m. You know what happens to grieving cats in county. She did know. She drove to the foster home at midnight. Neron was in a small bathroom, a blue patterned blanket crumpled in the corner, the blanket that belonged to his owner. When she opened the door, Neron didn't hiss or hide. He just sat there, staring at nothing, his magnificent fur dull and lifeless. This wasn't a feral cat. This wasn't an abused cat. This was a cat in mourning. If you've ever wondered whether animals truly grieve, whether they understand loss the way we do, keep watching, because what happened over the next 60 days will answer that question in ways science is only beginning to understand. And if you believe broken hearts can heal with patience and love, hit that subscribe button right now. Every subscription helps more animals like Neron get through the darkest moments of their lives. Getting Neron into her carrier was heartbreaking. He didn't resist. He just went, like he didn't care anymore what happened to him. She placed the blue blanket inside, and Neron immediately curled around it, burying his face in the fabric. The car ride home was silent. No meowing, no protest, just a shell-shocked cat clutching the last piece of his world. Day 1, Neron didn't move from the spot where she set the carrier down. She opened the door, put food and water nearby. He ignored everything, just stared at that blue blanket, occasionally sniffing it, his golden eyes empty. By day 3, panic set in. Neron hadn't eaten in 6 days total, hadn't used a litter box. The emergency vet was blunt. Cats can develop fatal liver disease if they don't eat. Force feeding might be necessary. She tried everything: tuna, chicken, fancy feast, baby food. Nothing. Then, on day 4, she did something different. She sat down next to Neron, not touching him, and just talked. Told him about her day, about the weather, about nothing and everything. Her voice was soft, consistent, present. After 20 minutes, Neron's ear twitched, just slightly, toward her voice. But here's where this gets really interesting. Some people believe animals live purely in the moment, that they don't form the deep attachments humans do. But others believe animals experience grief, loyalty, and loss as profoundly as any person. What's your take? Can a cat truly mourn a lost owner, or are we projecting human emotions onto animal behavior? Drop your thoughts below, because this question changes how we understand every grieving pet. Day 5 brought the breakthrough. She was sitting near Neron, reading out loud from a book. His owner had been an elderly man who lived alone. Maybe he'd read to Neron too. Suddenly, Neron stood up, wobbled slightly. 6 days without food takes a toll. He walked, unsteady, to the food bowl, sniffed it, and took one small bite. Then another. She didn't move, didn't celebrate, just kept reading. Neron ate for 2 minutes before returning to his blanket, but it was a start. Week 2 established a pattern. Every morning and evening, she'd sit with Neron and read out loud for 30 minutes. Some days he'd eat during her reading, some days he wouldn't. But slowly, gradually, he started eating more. The vet visit on day 12 showed improvement. Still underweight, still depressed, but stable. The vet asked what she was doing. When she explained the reading routine, the vet nodded. You're giving him a reason to stay present. You're creating a new normal. By week 3, Neron started moving around the room. Not exploring, that would come later, just existing beyond his blanket. He'd sit by the window for a few minutes, watching birds, then return to the blanket. But every morning and evening, when she'd settle down to read, Neron would lift his head, listening. Week 4 brought the moment that changed everything. She was reading, and Neron stood up, walked over, and for the first time since his owner's death, he made a choice. He climbed onto her lap, circled twice, and settled down. His purr started 30 seconds later. Quiet, rusty from disuse, but real. Her hand hovered over his back, uncertain. Then, gently, she stroked his long brown fur. Neron's eyes closed. The purring grew stronger. And for the first time in a month, Neron chose connection over grief. He stayed there for the entire reading session, 45 minutes. Month 2 showed remarkable transformation. Neron started greeting her at the door. He'd play with toys for short bursts. He claimed the sunny spot on the couch. But he never abandoned that blue blanket. It stayed on his favorite sleeping spot, a bridge between his past and present. The most beautiful moment happened on day 52. She was reading to him, it had become their ritual, when Neron did something unexpected. He stood up on her lap, reached up with both paws, and gently touched her face. Once, twice. Then he pressed his forehead against hers. In that moment, she understood. He wasn't replacing his owner. He was learning to love again, despite the loss. Today, 3 months after that midnight rescue, Neron is thriving. His coat is glossy and magnificent. He's gained healthy weight. He plays, explores, and has claimed every sunny spot in the house. But every evening at 8 p.m., he jumps onto the couch and waits. That's reading time. She reads for 30 minutes, and Neron stays curled on her lap the entire time, purring. That blue blanket stays nearby, not clutched desperately anymore, but present. A reminder that grief doesn't disappear, it just makes room for new love. The rescue called last week. Another owner passed away. Another grieving cat needs help. Could she share Neron's story? Could she help others see that grieving animals aren't broken? They just need time to remember that life can be good again. She looks at Neron now, grooming himself in a sunbeam, pausing occasionally to look at her with those golden eyes that once held nothing but emptiness. The question isn't whether animals can grieve. Anyone who's watched a pet mourn knows the answer. The question is simpler and harder. How many other Nerons are out there right now, shut down in shelters, labeled depressed or not adoptable, when all they really need is someone willing to sit with them through the darkness until they're ready to step back into the light?